Hello everyone, LRon here with part 45 of my NGN Dark Souls run. So first we're going to let this guy come to us. These guys have an obscene sight radius, but they're kind of deaf. So those were heavy swings that he did just now. He'll only be able to do 2 heavy swings at a time. So that's kind of your key to swing after he commits to the second swing and you're going to be missed. Now, he's got a much faster swing that he can also do. But first we want to deal with this guy over here. This guy, he won't respawn later on. He's what I call a mini-boss. So we're going to just kill him outright now so that he won't plague us in the future. He'll have a twin brother over inside the chapel, but we'll worry about that when that comes. And you gotta watch out for those glowing red skulls. I don't know if we've encountered any yet, but we will later in the cohort when we go to the catacombs. Those guys are kamikazes. You get close, they explode. That kind of stuff. So now this guy, you can just walk right up to him and backstab him. It's not going to finish him off yet, but when we upgrade our Boulder Side Sword a bit more, it will be a one-hit kill. But luckily it's a 2-hit kill, and the second hit is also going to be a freebie if you time it correctly. So just get close enough for them to start making sounds and then tumble away, and you should be out of range of those. So now back to the Dark Wraiths. So the heavy looking swings he can only do twice, but the light swings, the ones that he kind of throws really quickly, so not that's going to be a heavy, but the other style where he flails it around really quickly, he can only do up to 4 of those. Oh yeah, for whatever reason the game actually stopped like this. I was afraid that I was going to die mysteriously, but luckily it all worked out in the end. We just had a nice big staring contest and nothing came of it. So just there was, okay, here it is. So that was the fast attacks. He can do up to 4 of those. With both the heavies and the lights, he can choose to stop prematurely, but they cannot go above 2 heavies or 4 lights, because that's how much their stamina gauge allows. Or at least that's what I tell myself to help me sleep at night. So, the moral of the story is, if you get good at identifying if it's the heavy style or the light style, then counter after he does his second heavy, or counter after he does his 4th light. Or if you never really get the feel for identifying light versus heavy, just wait until the 4th swing globally. Those are really the keys. So the 2/4 swings, the kick, and the white orb grab attack. Those are the 4 things he can do, and all of them will leave him with an open opportunity to be attacked by you, if you are patient enough to wait for it. This is a very important chest. We will want to come up here. This very large ember is the ember that lets us go from +10 up to +15. So I guess, technically speaking, we are +10 now, but we would go 11 to 15 off of this ember. And that is a very important thing. Otherwise, all this chunk farming is going to be for nothing, because without this ember, Andre doesn't know what to do. So Dark Wraiths are extremely easy to fight when you have them single-pulled and you have the discipline to only counter when it's safe to counter. If you're going to blindly start attacking randomly, like I just did, his shield will block most of it, so it's kind of pointless in the grand scheme of things. With a plus 10 sword, you're going to need 3 real hits, no matter how you slice it. Eventually, it'll be dropped down to 2, or a single backstab. This secret way does lead to another Dark Wraith, so we are going to actually break through this a lot. And spoiler alert, I'll tend to do that. I'll accidentally swing when I mean to bring up the bow and attack. Just some weird quirk that I have. I think it might be that I'm getting used to the controls of another game and I'm crossing the streams in my mind. And remember to loot the chest that Dark Wraith was guarding. I may have forgotten to do that, and I might go back and get it later. It might be a chunk even. And then there's a Dark Wraith down here. But yeah, so being aggressive and trying to get something to connect when it's not the appropriate time to counter, it's got far more risk than the reward it has. Eventually I do get careless and I start flailing around more than I should, but that's mainly for time's sake, because I want to get a certain amount of chunks before moving on, but I want to be saving you guys time, so I get myself aggressive. So if you've got the capacity to make up for lost ground by being aggressive, then feel free to be aggressive, but I would probably recommend for my target audience to play it safe. So it doesn't add that much more time unless they're really being dicks with their shields. But you could always take the Lancelot approach, which is where we lower our shield and bait them into stupidity. So before climbing these stairs, we want to take a Tim Tebow and eat a transient curse. Although we've got second version of this guy. And I think this time around, for whatever reason, the regular wraiths don't want to attack me. They wait until I bonfire and come back from the other side. But in any case, we're gonna kill this guy, so we'll never have to see those dipshits again. And there are 2 Dark Wraiths in this building, and I guess technically 3 regular Wraiths, but only 2 of them tend to fight. And of course, make full use of the height advantage that we have. His lunge is not gonna do anything to us because we're below. Oh yeah, that's right. He's also got that lunge attack. So yeah, that's pretty much the same deal as, like, the kick or the grab. Be just barely out of range and be ready to counter him when he does it. Because just like the other 2 one-off attacks, he takes a good amount of time to recover from performing the attack. And sadly, Dark Hands are not that impressive for us. Kingseeker Frampt will only give us 1 soul for them because he doesn't like them. And for whatever reason, the regular wraiths up there want to stay up there. And that confuses me to death, but it is what it is, I guess. So that's going to be it for this video. I'll see you next video. Good luck, have fun.